Heath, we continued our good start to the season on Tuesday night. How do you reflect on that win?
Yeah, really good win. Thought the boys were really good, scored some great goals. Obviously used to getting two, Bex getting one and Dev, so goals coming from all over the field. Thought there was a lot of good stuff from people who didn't score. Obviously Connor got a few assists as well. Levi led the line really well in Manny's absence, so it's good to see him doing well and obviously paying attention to what we do whilst he's not been playing, so he's been ready to come straight in and it looked seamless.
I think that's been one of the key, hasn't it? The players that maybe haven't played as many minutes as they would have wanted, for example Levi and maybe Connor earlier on in the season, they come into the side and really help the team out.
Yeah, definitely. The gaffer's obviously preaches next man up, so whenever there's a chance to get in, you've got to be ready to take it, and I think that's happened. I think Mossy, whenever he's come on, has done solid as well. Dave, everyone who's played, they've shown a real keen eye to what we do, and it strengthens the team as the subs come on, or finishers as we like to call them.
I know we spoke to you on opening day after the Ballroom Wood win that the team don't really need much more confidence. We've already got that, but it just shows out on the pitch that we're kind of showing that out there, especially at the home games as well.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like I said, you want to be as good as you can at home. It's been a fortress for us so far this season. Obviously, the fans have helped with that as well. So as long as we can keep ticking off those wins, and we're probably not going to win every game at home, but as long as we can make it a place where it's hard to come and teams know when they come to our ground it's going to be a tough afternoon or a tough evening for them.
I know attentions will turn this Saturday now. It was obviously a quick turnaround after Tuesday to Carlisle, which will be a tricky test, and obviously they want to bounce back after their defeat on Tuesday.
Yeah, no, definitely. Obviously, you know they're going to come out fine because obviously they're a good team. Obviously, they had a tough loss on Tuesday, but they're going to want to come out and show that that's not who they are, and we've got to be ready for that, definitely. It'll be a good atmosphere. Obviously, it's a big club, so it'll be a good test for us, definitely. But like every game, Tuesday was a test. Every game before that's been a test, so there's no easy games in this league, so we just got to be ready for Saturday and then Wednesday after that also. What's
been the main message this season? Obviously last year coming so close, but regrouping and coming into this season and obviously starting the season really well.
Just the same messages that has always been, next moment. So we've won on Tuesday and now we're on to Saturday. Can't rest on our laurels, we've got to be ready to go every week, so I think that's the gaffers, and I think the gaffer says it a lot in his interviews as well, next moment, and that's, I think the boys are, especially the new ones, are starting to understand it means what it says, and it is literally the next moment. So we're on to Carlisle, and then until that's done we're not on to the next moment yet, so we're on to Carlisle, and then after that we'll be on to Halifax, but our main focus right now is Carlisle, definitely, and understanding how we can best put our best performance out there on Saturday.
Personally, for you, obviously frustrating season last season, but how much are you enjoying your football now, week in, week out?
Yeah, no, definitely probably one of the worst seasons, especially with the injury, but yeah, no, I'm happy to be playing okay, I guess. So the gaff keeps picking me, so I must be doing something okay-ish. So yeah, no, happy. Boys, it helps when you're winning. Definitely helps when the boys are in a good rhythm. Helps when I'm in a good rhythm. So, but we've got a lot of good players. Got a lot of good players that can step in. So it's good to have that competition. So it makes every day important on the training ground, in the stadium, in the classroom. So everything's important, no matter what you're doing. When you're at home, it is always important to stay on top of your game, and because you know if it only takes one injury or one bad run of form and there's a good player waiting to take your spot, so you have to stay on job and keep competing.
We spoke to Ollie last week. Obviously it's quite a young back line with Bex and KG next year, but all working together, and obviously the defensive record that was so good last year has carried on into this year.
Yeah, no, I think I'll bring the average age up a little bit, to be fair, don't I? So yeah, no, we have got a very young back line, but also quite experienced as well, obviously not including Ollie, but obviously KG's had a lot of games, obviously vice captain. Bex has had a few seasons in this league, so it's a solid back line, but it's everything in front of us as well. It starts from up top, like Levi on Tuesday with his pressing, Dev, Connor, so it starts there and then it filters down, just like the attack starts with us and it goes up. We might not be the ones finishing it, but it starts with us, and they might not be the ones heading off the line or tackling, but it starts with them as well, so it's a full team emphasis, 100%.
And how pleased have you been with the performances so far, especially in the first half? As you mentioned before, the 3 goals in 20 minutes on Tuesday night must have really stood you in good stead.
Yeah, no, definitely. I did say to the boys before, I still want a full 90 minutes of complete domination, which hopefully we will have, but it obviously games are hard and you're not always going to get that, so it's one it gives us something to reach for, still to have a full game of what we see ourselves as being, but we take the wins when they come. It's not easy to win at any level, not easy to win any game, so no matter how those wins come, whether we've been battered for 90 minutes, I wouldn't care, but ideally you want to win how we like to play, and if we can do that for a full 90 minutes, that'd be great.